Hey, you beautiful fucking force of nature.
Apologies, but this is Bagley. Who are you expecting?
A friend. Just got off for illegally protesting, actually.
Smashing news. How about I arrange a coming home party for them while you see to this current resistance business?
Is this some sort of joke?
Brainless tin bucket.
Oh, I'm listening. What? What is it?
The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Out of the way and gross. Good place to plan a terrorist attack.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Oi, Bagley, you got a way in here?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Holy fucking shit. There's like a whole secret bunker down there. Looks like an off-the-books cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
What the fuck were they working on that led them to the tone bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former Inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I?
Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Shit. We knew Albion were assholes, but they're working with Clan fucking Kelly.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
People have been disappearing off the streets. A lot of people. We have to do something about this.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Yeah?
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
What are you trying to say, Bagley?
I appreciate Bagley's to-the-point nature. I'm sure you'll get used to it yourself.
This Albion Clan
I'll have
Kelly
a look
business
around
leaves
for
a bad
more.
taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit. They shuffled him off to the EPC, where he's waiting to be deported with all the others, if he's lucky.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Grace. She wanted it. She took it.
Find the suspect! Crow, initiate search protocol. They gotta be somewhere.
Cease and desist, or you will be restrained.
Oh my god. Fuck! Christ!
Now what's this?
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile. Received. Watching for suspect.
Where did they go? Shit!
Return to HQ. This is pointless.
Right, let's spread out and look.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once-free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bunker Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Mr. Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find our contact and get in there. If Albion know that Angel is dead sick, they won't be gentle.
It's a sleight of hand trick as old as the state itself. Think for 1 second. Who has taken away your husband? Who has smashed your access to medical care, your pension, your children's schools? Who has stripped you of meaningful employment, inflated the market, made it impossible for you to live? Is it the asylum seeker who's fled an even worse situation? Or is it the politician who won an election to win and conquer Muslim? Special items on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Albion personnel upon demand.
What I mean?
Failure to comply with instructions from Albion personnel is a crime.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
With no official paperwork, I hope. I don't want anything traced back to me.
No worries, I'll spoof. Well, come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Any government that condones this should be torn down. Bastards. A body could get lost in this system and no one would ever know.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Mary fucking Kelly. What the hell does she and a gang of thugs have to do with this?
True. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Your bumper clock? I am out.
What'd you say? Wanna play one?
Sure, why not?
Whatever, let's just move on.
Fuck's sake, balls!
Oh,
I've got
that's a bad
99
miss.
problems, but my hand-eye coordination ain't one.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
And stay down.
can't always...
Do that. Situation under control.
Search the premises. We may have an intruder.
Could be anywhere right now. I'm sure they're still in the area.
Stay alert. You're to hide.
Damn it! Think we lost him.
No.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. Think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing of problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Oh, Lord, Bagley, shut it.
Bloody nice! Oh! Decided they couldn't trust the
Bet there's more of these around.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Brilliant work.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
Bastards implanted something in him. We need a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
I don't care what grade. It's in his neck. Are they tracking him? Monitoring him, or what?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Let's go. He must have gotten away.
Fucker! Get it! Before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
You fucker!
Run, Angel. Don't give up.
Fucked up. We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Wasn't expecting that. He just... Oh, that microchip must do more than just track.
Looks like they triggered it. I don't know what Mary Kelly's up to, but maybe Angel's still alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Yum, yum. Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bunker Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom, my real name is in fact Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is in fact the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense, it's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. It's coming from here. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice: our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy.
So, this is where those Clan Kelly boys brought Angel. Ugh, not exactly postcard material, is it?
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him.
I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but none of the sources recorded you.
Nothing going on here.
Hold up. Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
Just listen. What? What's going on, mate?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bloody hell, man. You won't believe what I'm seeing. Fuck! What? They're burning corpses. Human bodies. This place was supposed to be closed. A perfect spot for a zoo, man. Fuck! There's crates of innards here. What the bloody fuck? What the fuck did I take?
Just chill. You're paranoid.
Yo, one of them's looking over. Wait.
Where are you? Who's looking over?
The old incinerator, man. Oh, this is heavy.
Yo, mates. Hey. You there?
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
That's what we'll do then.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Oh, brilliant.
out. I'm not gonna cut you. What are you waiting for? Well, get over here. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
Fuck, how you feeling? This guy was about to turn you into Christmas stuffing.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Hold on, I know you. Caitlin Lau, police inspector. We saw your video logs. I knew you'd be going after Mary Kelly on your own, but I didn't expect to meet you here.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
No, sorry. One of our friends disappeared from the EPC. His trail led me here. Hard to believe the missing people ended up here. There's probably little left of them at this point.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
Just rest now. You've been through a lot. We'll get someone to take you somewhere safe. In the meantime, I'll look for your files after I found my friend. They sound important.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Well then, all right. It's obvious, isn't it? We should work together. We're going after Mary Kelly too. It'd be stupid to pass on some help.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And thanks for your help. I'm glad we're joining forces.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
And ripping the organs from their bodies. Certainly without consent. What kind of monster is Mary Kelly? Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened to them? They're unrecognizable. Can you do a facial recognition, Bags?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
Clan Kelly needs to pay for this. Mary Kelly needs to pay. No one else should have to suffer this horrible butchery.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day?
Oh, fuck that shit. Fuck you, yeah? I'm never having pork again. Let's get real. Ugh! Wait a minute.
Well done. You got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Never thought DedSec would be working with the police. Even if technically you're not part of the police anymore. But we'll do whatever it takes to stop Mary from doing this to others.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bagley, we all need to discuss these files and what to do next. Call everyone in to meet.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing.
Time to run. Please, no!
Let's go. Stop! Yo, I'm not resisting arrest. Is it too late to apologize? Fuck! Oh, man. Oh! Whoa! Got to stay fucking calm.
Everybody's got to come with someone else, and none of them will shut the fuck up about it.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
What?
That looks bad.
You never seen a sci-fi movie?
Look around! No stone unturned!
What? Sometimes. Nothing like a thing like you in the 1800s, like.
Now go spy on the bad guys.
Deserves extinction for inventing these things.
This is right, is it?
Waiting area crime. Your whole life is in my hands.
Did you hear that?
Oh, fucking hell, did I just wet myself?
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, Resistors, this is The Bug, and on today's show, Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? But first... Except for this doesn't really interest me. London is going to be safer than ever. SIRS is installing thousands of
Yeah, it's got a fun inside. I get to play this role-play game where I
Feed in a pond. All I need to do. This time, not bad. Please, not bad. Cautious, ban courgette. I can take you ban courgette.
We don't need you here. Let's stand together and love us, don't need to all of us. Real people. We don't need you here.
It won't stop! Ah! God. No, not please.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
I'll help you. Albion, in our space. It's a disgrace. Albion, in our space. It's free.
Our artificially intelligent friend Bagley's rogue is
Can anyone see the suspect?
You're listening to The Bug.
nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, Resistors, this is The Bug, and on today's show, Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis
Get
real?
this off me!
But first...
this. Yes. Do you have it? Now, Loafer.
Reminder, all vehicles must be correctly registered.
It is the duty of every British citizen to report suspicious activity. Thank you for making Britain truly.
Shall be flagged for investigation. Huh?
Break your fucking legs! That's my cue to retreat. Stop! Ah, it hurts! It hurts! Thank God you're here. Fuck. Dipshit.
Like myself? Of course, I'm myself. I've always been
What do you
like
want me to say?
Hey, there's no need to get carried away. This is just cut the shit.
Comply with all instructions while passing through the checkpoint. Suspected members of DedSec will be detained.
All persons are advised to avoid areas where
This I like. This I didn't!
why worry?
So you just... Yeah, so...
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello resistors, this is The Bug, and on today's show Alice and I will be looking at the big questions such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? But first... I mean, it's a question that no one's really addressed of late.
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing.
Serious?
Hiya.
Feeling positive. This squad is really finding itself working as a unit.
Damn straight.
I didn't think a group of strangers off the street would be able to pull this off. We keep this up, we can accomplish great things.
You know, I think we're starting to find our groove.
Yep, agreed.
I broke some Clan Kelly creep's jaw the other day, just laid the bastard out. It was exhilarating. I felt like a superhero.
Feels incredible to finally be doing something.
Honestly, I think we might just be able to pull this ridiculous scheme off.
Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Yeah, but you were wrong. What can guarantee us that this time will be different? That we're not wasting our time building a case? The police force is rotten, especially with Albion in charge now.
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office, an honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelly. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom's Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours, and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse, they didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your Optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom's surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I'd prefer not to talk about that side of things. Bagley is so special because it's been trained on this huge cache of information. That's how these AI systems work, or at least used to work. I mean, we don't really know that much about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behavior. You know, so if you always travel the same way to your house, it can predict when you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. Heard some of the rumours around the hacked version of Bagley.
I've heard mutterings, yes.
I've heard it's been used by DedSec.
I wouldn't put it past them. It's pretty well known that they're not fans of Bloom. But the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's already so intelligent, is a bit terrifying.
I wonder what they could actually make it do.
I showed up.
Try it. My favorite.
Hey, man! What?
Don't you fucking cross me.
Please, please, will you fucking stop?
Fuck! Bloody no! God!
Could you not stand so close to me?
London's main safe.
They're not getting away that easy. Burn out.
Are your documents in order? Is your visa valid? Failure to possess valid status documents is a crime.
You're a funny one.
What did I do?
Don't pretend that you're all innocent.
Hey, I really appreciate you sorting out my problems.
We won't stop! Ah! You brute! Degenerate! Swine! Have you gone mad? Let me...
All units. I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Control, we are ready to engage.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over?
Sweep the area! Drone, search!
Always satisfying to remove the baggage.
Sit back and regroup.
Control, put out an APW.
Look at that! A safe house. A bit like ours, too.
Maybe someone from DedSec 1.0 avoided the Albion raid by hiding in there. And apparently they got pretty lonely after a while. Damn, those mannequins are creeping me out.
Doubtful. They would have attempted contact by now. This is someone else. Of interest to Albion, apparently. You better search the place.
Locked. Whatever this console is hiding, it'll stay hidden until you find the password. Get me some low-level package data from those nearby computers, and I can piece it together. That's a start, but I'll need more. Search the other computers. That's almost done it. Just a little bit more now. Keep looking. Got the password. Now, get back to the console and let's see what it's hiding. I've wiped the data and shored up their security to keep whoever's hiding out here safe from Albion. Least we can do for touching all their stuff.
Find anything interesting, Bagley?
Albion surveillance records, stolen, I assume, for a number of popular online influencers, all staunchly anti-Albion.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
They're all set to be rehabilitated, which definitely means they're about to have jumper cables strapped to their perineum. Best get moving.
You know, when I was a boy, I used to come here with my old man, when it was a great hall for members only. What's all we called it? Should have seen it. Oh, it was grand. Books and art everywhere. Great paintings on the walls, portraits, landscapes. There was even one of my ancestors in one of them. My old man told me. Lord, it was a sight to see. Looked like a museum. Precious objects in glass boxes and all. Now I'm back here again. Old man's dead. Rott's Hall is a dump. And I'm a squatter.
DedSec, right? Finally, I've been meaning to join up. I want to fight too.
Inside your vehicle at all times. Awaiting area crime report.
Now's your last chance.
For real. Every Albion trooper got a nasty shock and just collapse to the ground. The hacker, whoever them is, just walked right by them. I swear, I'm speaking the truth.
I don't think hackers can do that.
Tell me.
National crime statistics report a 37% reduction in violent crime over the last year. Albion is working for you.
Oh shit! I follow all this on the media. Yeah?
God, look at this place. London's gone to shit.